Hey YouTube fans, people in the interwebs, it's me, Sam SG1, back for another Star Trek The Official Starships Collection review, and this time we've gone for the Intrepid from Enterprise. Some people call it a NY class, NY, NX, but it was just ever referred to as the Intrepid in the episode. So, well, anyway, I'll get onto that anyway. Well, it says here, the UES Intrepid, specification type Intrepid, operated by Earth Starfleet, in service 22nd century, length 165 metres approx, weapons, phase cannons, torpedo launchers, and Captain Ramirez. And there we go, we go to the United Starfleet and Intrepid. Goes into history and beautiful CG render there. I think it's the same one from the front cover. Yeah, I think it is, yeah. It's a beautiful CG render. In 2153, the Intrepid was under the command of Captain Ramirez. At this time, the ship was patrolling the Sol system during the two Warp Delta starships after the Earth had become under attack from the Xindi superweapon. Together, these ships were able to chase off a Klingon bird of prey, and it had severely damaged the NX-01. And then we get no more pictures from that's another CG render, but that's from what is that episode from? I'm not quite sure. I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, we're showing various episodes as well. We've got the its destruction in the episode Twilight. The Intrepid was far from the last Starfleet ship to carry the name. In the 23rd century, the USS Intrepid, NCC 1631, was a Constitution-class ship that had crewed entirely by Vulcans. There was also an Excelsior class USS Intrepid, NCC 38907, in the 24th century that responded to a Klingon to the Kittima crisis. We've also not mentioned the Intrepid class, which is Voyager's class. And then we get the tech specs. It's pretty fucking cool. Like I say, this ship you've never had a model before, as far as I'm aware. To see the underside and everything like that, that's really cool. I like that. That's why I like this collection. It's really good. Ship slogan: the Intrepid ship motto in Coleo, which means to the sea, into the sea, into the stars. Into the sea, in the stars. That's it. This motto appeared on the shoulder patch of Maria's Starfleet uniform. Torpedo range. Apart from spatial torpedoes, the Intrepid main weapons were phase cannons. They emitted a concentrated beam of energy that could be set at different strengths. Their maximum output was rated at 500 gigajoules. Captain Reed. In an alternate timeline, Malcolm Reed was due to replace Captain Ramirez as captain of the Intrepid. Before Reed could take command, he was killed while aboard the Enterprise NX-01 when the Xindi attacked SETI Alpha 5. And designing the Intrepid, and here we got some design. I mean, that could almost be a 24th century vessel. You can see it more or less becoming what it become. And then we've got some more designs there. You know, with gaps in the saucer there. Obviously, they didn't do that. And then you've got the Warp Delta ship that appears as well. That kind of looks like the Raven from Raven, Voyager episode. And I can see where the Vengeance got the idea for the gaps in the saucer. And then interview with Robert Boncheur, who did a lot of CGI. He did the spectacular crash from Voyager's episode Timeless, attack on a Kazon ship, and the Prometheus attacking the Nebula class there. And of course he came up with came up with the Omega Particle, the Delta Flyer, he even did the Starship Challenger. And there we go, on screen. First appearance was the Expanse, appeared only in Enterprise, designed by John Eves. We've got some trivia. Wish to do these for the specials, but hey ho. In the Star Trek Enterprise episode Twilight, Paul informs the amnesic Captain Archer that they were on the 5th planet of the Ceti Alpha system. This is the same planet in which Captain Kirk exiled Khan Noonien Singh in the original series episode Space Seed. This choice of planet was something of a cruel joke on the part of co-producer and Mike Sussman. And writer Mike Sussman, it would become inhabited a little bit more than 300 years when Ceti Alpha 5 explodes. Ceti Alpha 6 explodes, as explained in Star Trek II, The Wrath of Khan. The effect shot of the Intrepid losing in a cell after being attacked by the Zindi ship in Twilight was not originally scripted. The line of dialogue was meant to deliver this information, but it was decided that the effect would carry a greater impact. Star Trek Enterprise episode The Expanse marks the first time that the Enterprise NX-01's weaponry is upgraded from spatial torpedoes to photonic torpedoes. The photonic torpedoes were solid and have variable yield and a range 50 times greater than the old spatial torpedoes. And there we are. And then we get a nice top view of it on there as well. Now, onto the model itself. And I have to say, I'm rather impressed with it. Would you look at that? It looks pretty cool. I mean, it is clearly, designed with, the NX in mind. So it looks like it comes from the same Starfleet, obviously. God, my hair's gone all Professor Doc Brownie. Yeah, there we are. It's better, a bit better. So yeah, we've got the NX-01, and then we've got the Intrepid. So you can see that obviously they're from the same sort of design team, which is pretty cool. I love the fact that the nacelles are a little bit big, and it kind of reminds me of a steam runner class, because you got an Akira class sort of thing going on here, and then you've got a steam runner thing going on here. But the detail on this is very cool. It doesn't have a name on it, but then that's how it appears in the episode. Some really nice sculpted details, some really nice paint apps with all the Aztec in and all these red lines on there. Yeah, I think this is really cool, and sort of the gold coppery colour over the nacelle caps at the end. But I think this is a really cool little ship. I actually really like it. I didn't think I would when I first saw the sort of images of it, but having got it in my hand, actually I quite like it a lot. It's just something a bit different as well, and a ship you would never ever see ever. It really is. I mean, this is why I am really enjoying collecting this set, because we're getting ships that you'd never see. I mean, even Star Trek Attack Wing, they're bringing out ships. So I've got real sore lips. If I keep doing that and licking my lips because I've got real sore lips. Yeah, like I say, the Attack Wing, they're bringing out ships that you don't normally see, but I don't think they've brought out one of these yet, but it's just nice. I like the scale of it as well. I mean, it does scale really nicely with the NX-01. I think they're about the right scale, I think, thereabouts. Although I think this could be a little bit smaller. I think sort of that is more the scale, I think. So that sort of size. But I think overall, it does look well next to the NX-01. It really does. But there's not a lot to be said on it, really. I mean, like I say, it does share a lot of the design elements from the NX-01. You've got the similar sort of nacelles going on, although they are a little bit bigger. They don't have any blue in it, but they do have the buzzard collectors there. The sauce section is very much the same as well. But it also looks like in this model, or this design, that it might be a carrier of some kind, because it's got what appears to be, along here, really big sort of shuttle bays. So it could possibly store cargo and shuttle bays and things like that. Yeah, that would be pretty cool actually if that was the case. But of course, it's never referred to on screen. But obviously, that's the design of it, and yeah, they do look like shuttle bay doors. That's quite nice. Well, that's quite a nice angle actually. So yeah, I'm really liking this set. Really liking this one. Well, it does come with a stand. It comes with the obligatory plastic bit, and on the bottom it just says the Intrepid. And it fits on the stand thusly, and there we go. It looks quite nice on a stand. Looks really, really cool. Like I say, it's something a bit different, and it's worth, like I say, if you're cherry picking, it's worth a pick up. It really is. It's well worth a pick up if you're cherry picking. Yes, it does come from Enterprise, and a lot of people are, oh, not another Enterprise ship, you know. But I would, if you've got the NX-01, get this. It's a it's a really nice comparison ship to go with it. A companionship, not a comparison ship, a companionship. So, and it stays in its stand quite nicely. So that's me. That's the Intrepid, and I will catch you all later. Bye for now.